Your life can really change in an instant if you choose to not give up. Think about what is the most difficult part about going after something big, trying to accomplish a big goal, and changing your life. It's really the transformation, the inner work, the mental gymnastics, and the stress and the pressure that comes with changing. Because let's go 10 years in the future, right? Let's assume that you eventually became the person you always dreamed of. You're smarter now, you carry yourself better, you know better people, you have the experience that's necessary. Think about it. Everything that you used to stress about and was so difficult becomes easy. It's not because that problem got easier, it's because you changed. You transformed and you finally became the person that could handle the problems that you used to stress about. So if you don't quit and you keep getting better, if you follow the laws of the universe, which state like attracts like, that means if you truly transform and you don't give up, eventually getting what you want will become a walk in the park. It'll be the easiest thing you can ever imagine. I learned this in building a business to 8 figures worth of sales per year. And the first couple years, specifically before I started the company, was some of the most difficult and challenging years of my life. I worked 7 days a week. It was possible to make 130 grand. It was so hard to make 130 grand. But then suddenly, a few years later, when I started making over 1 million a year, my business was exploding. I don't want to say it was easy, but it was 50 to 70% easier, if not more, than making 130 grand. Why was this the case? I went through all of those challenges. I didn't give up. I learned the right skills and people and knowledge necessary to produce and achieve the goals that I wanted to. So then, accepting what already exists in the world became easy, right? Look at yourself like a vessel. I want you to picture that you have an empty carton of milk that's just a gallon size, right? And there's this huge river, and you want to go over there and collect water. The problem is your dream is to collect 10 gallons of water. Is the issue the container or the river? It's the container because there's enough water for you to collect. Okay, think about this. You want to make $10 million. $10 million is around all of us. That's like nothing. It's like a drop in the bucket. Okay, so the problem is not the $10 million. The problem is having a vessel or a container that can actually hold the $10 million. Because if you only have the gallon of milk that's empty, right? So the container that has a gallon capacity, and you go, no, Grant, you're wrong. I can get 10 gallons. I said, okay, put it in the river and see how much you get. It's going to start filling up fast. You're like, oh, it's working, it's working, working. But what happens when you go to 2 gallons or even 1.1 gallon? No matter how many positive affirmations you say, you will only be able to hold 1 gallon because that's all the capacity that you have to receive. So how do we expand our capacity to receive? We do this through transformation, by becoming smarter, by eliminating reactive behavior, by meeting better people, by being a better person, by organizing knowledge and talent and leveling up our intelligence and wisdom to make better decisions. Let's think about this. Like I'll give you, and I'm doing this for metaphor, right? I'm no better than you or anybody else. To go from making 100 or 50 grand to 100 grand to over 1 million, I had to learn different skill sets. To make 50 grandish, right around that, I had to learn how to sell a low product and talk to lots of people. To make 130 to 150 grand, I had to learn how to sell a much more expensive product to less people while also managing and training other people to be able to do the same thing, right? To make 1 million plus, I had to learn how to run a business, recruit, manage, handle the finances, handle payroll, make decisions for the company, be level headed, control pressure and stress well, inspire people, and teach and replicate operations and sales at a very high level. What happened? Those employees that became my employees and the capital that I received, all of those people, the money, the opportunities in the industry already existed 5 years prior. Was the problem them or was the problem me? The problem was me. I had to transform and then I accepted what already existed. My vessel, my container, my goal and dream was 10 gallons per se, but I had a 1 gallon container. But then when I changed and grew, and yes, that came with adversity in some form, but I didn't quit. I didn't listen to naysayers. So suddenly I woke up one day, 3, 4 years later, and I had a 10-gallon container. So what did I do? All I did is walked over to the river, put it in the river, and I pulled it out. And 10 gallons, it came faster than the 1 gallon it felt. It was so fast and easy that I was mind blown. It was as if that money and that opportunity was hiding my entire life and I was sold a lie. So just don't give up, but realize your life will not improve until you do. And if you want to attract the right employees, the right wife or husband, the right business, all it takes is you transforming into becoming someone that they would be attracted to. Because there's unlimited investors in the world. What is the problem? They can't find enough businesses to invest in. There's tons, millions of great employees that would love to work for a great company. What's missing? A great company and an opportunity. There's millions, and heck, billions of men and women who are longing for friends and someone to marry or date and have a relationship with. What's missing? Their ideal partner. So who needs to change? We do. So hope you guys enjoyed this message. If you did, hit the like button, comment below every time you do. It pushes it out to the algorithm and helps more people. As always, I'm rooting for you guys. See you soon.